Hello, this will be a recording of the Quarter 1 test, version B. Please have your test open as you are working through completing and listening to this recording. Question 1. Choose two options that correctly describe the impacts of the Columbian Exchange on the New World, the Americas, and Old World, Europe. There was an exchange of food, crops, and animals. It resulted in the discovery of new plants that were used to cure and eliminate the plague in Europe. It continued to strengthen the Old World economy by using the New World as an abundant source of raw materials and labor. It created a growing advantage for the New World since the Native American tribes took advantage of the European explorers who did not know the resources in the New World and their value. Question 2. Geography and climate had a major impact on the economy within the British colonies. Each region developed their own economic pursuits. In your own words, list two ways the geography and/or climate was different than the South and one economic impact this had. Question 3. How did colonial and European merchants contribute to slavery in the New World? Slaves were sent to Europe along the Middle Passage and eventually moved on to the colonies. European merchants traded guns, ironware, rum, and rum for slaves in Africa and brought them to the New World. They sold Native Americans to slavery in the West Indies. Question 4. Many events occurred in the American colonies in the years leading up to the American Revolution. These events would anger and frustrate the colonies until they were forced to demand their independence and fight the American Revolution. Put the following events in the correct order as they occurred in the pre-revolutionary era in the colonies. Thomas Paine writes Common Sense, Proclamation of 1763, Intolerable Acts, Declaration of Independence sent to King George, Boston Tea Party. Question 5. During the early colonial years, conflict occurred between the colonists and Native Americans. Which statement is true about the relationships between these two groups? The colonists respected the Native Americans, which made for peaceful relationships between the groups. The colonists fought with the Native Americans over land, which led to periods of turmoil. The Native Americans refused to compromise with the colonists. Question 6. Match the following groups of people with their reason for coming to America. English Puritans in the New England colonies, Jamestown and Roanoke settlers, nomadic native tribes. Your options to match are 1. Religious freedom, 2. Access to food, 3. To make a profit from new resources. Question 7. Which statement accurately describes the impact of the French and Indian War on the British and colonies? The British were able to kill most Native Americans, which left the frontier open for the colonists to settle. The British were able to convert native tribes into English citizens. The British gained land as well as increased debt from the cost of the war, which would lead them to requiring more taxes from the colonies. Question 8. Read the following excerpt from the Declaration of Independence, which was written by Thomas Jefferson in 1776. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. How did this idea impact American political history? It prompted Parliament to peacefully release the American colonies from British control. It led other American patriots to write a response to Jefferson and to disagree with his ideas. Or it expressed American colonists' demand for a representative government and to eventually revolt against British rule. Question 9. What were the strengths and weaknesses of the British and colonial armies? Match the item on the left with the correct description on the right. Had no way to raise money to feed and supply troops. Soldiers deeply committed to independence and motivated to fight. Most powerful army and navy in the world. Had to ship supplies a long distance. Your matching choices are 1. Colonial army weakness, 2. Colonial army strength, 3. British army weakness, 4. British army strength. Question 10. Match the Battle of the American Revolution with the outcome and impact of the war. Victory in battle showed the capacity of the Continental Army to fight a large portion of the British and therefore encouraged the French to join the war as their ally. Victory in battle after a long siege forced General Cornwallis of the British Army to surrender to the Continental Army. This essentially declared the end of the Revolutionary War. Victory in battle increased morale of troops in the Continental Army, encouraging re-enlistment and allowing the army to continue to fight. Your matching choices are 1, Battles of Trenton and Princeton, 2, Yorktown, 3, Saratoga. 11. Why did the delegates meet at the Constitutional Convention in 1787? To revise the Articles of Confederation because it was too weak, as it did not have the power to tax, could not settle state disputes, and had a difficult process for approving laws or changing the articles. The Articles of Confederation was not a document recognized by the rest of the international community, so they wanted to change it. The Articles of Confederation violated the Declaration of Independence and was removed during the Second American Revolution. Question 12. During the Constitutional Convention, the delegates conflicted on different issues in which they had to come to an agreement. For example, small versus large states and slave versus non-slave states. Choose the 2 agreements that resolved these issues. The Great Connecticut Compromise, Compromise of 1850, 3/5 Compromise, Preamble, Articles. Question 13. In the preamble, what does it mean when it says, "We the people"? The Constitution was written for all the people of the United States. The Constitution was only written for the delegates at the Constitutional Convention. The Constitution was written for everyone in the world. Question 14. When creating the Constitution, the Founding Fathers created 3 branches in the federal government. In your own words, respond to the following with complete sentences. Explain why the Founding Fathers created 3 branches. List the 3 branches and explain the roles/powers of each. Question 15. Why were the Bill of Rights added to the Constitution? To prevent the government from taking away personal rights, to remedy the weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation, to take more power from the states. Question 16. Which of the following was not a precedent set by George Washington during his term as the first president? He established a group of advisors known as the Cabinet. He created the political party system. He adopted the title of Mr. President when addressed by others. Question 17. Read the following quotes. We must be flexible in our interpretation of the Constitution so that we can react as needed to change circumstances. Alexander Hamilton. I do not believe that our Constitution gives Congress the power to create a national bank. Thomas Jefferson. Hamilton and Jefferson frequently disagreed with each other, especially when it came to his financial policy and the creation of the Bank of the United States. What concept was at the center of this debate and most responsible for causing the formation of 2 political parties? Credit for writing the Declaration of Independence, implementation of the Constitution, determining if the Articles of Confederation should be rewritten. Question 18. What are the 2 main impacts of the 1800 election? The Constitution proved to be a living document when the 12th Amendment was passed, stating that separate votes would be cast for president and vice president. This signaled the end of the 2-party system in the United States. It eliminated the role of vice president for a period of time. There was a peaceful transfer of power between 2 opposing political parties. Question 19. What was an impact of the War of 1812? The United States ended all diplomatic and trade relations with England. The crippling cost of the war led the American economy to almost collapse. There was a stronger sense of nationalism and a period when politicians agreed more often. Question 20. This map shows the continental United States with the Louisiana Purchase highlighted. Which was a geographic benefit of the Louisiana Purchase? The United States acquired possession of the ports on the Pacific coast necessary for expanding trade with Asia. The United States obtained control of the Mississippi River, essential for the growth of commercial agriculture in the Midwest. The United States secured access to the dense forests of New England for naval supplies needed to stimulate the shipping economy. Question 21. Which of these statements is not included in the Missouri Compromise? Missouri agreed to prohibit slavery after 25 years of statehood, and then slavery would be allowed in half of the remaining Louisiana territory. Slavery was prohibited in new territories north of latitude degree 3630. Maine was admitted to the Union as a state that prohibited slavery. And finally, question 22. But in regard to these continents, circumstances are eminently and conspicuously different. It is impossible that the Allied powers should extend their political system to any portion of either continent without endangering our peace and happiness, nor can anyone believe that our southern brethren, if left to themselves, would adopt it of their own accord. It is equally impossible, therefore, that we should behold such interposition in any form with indifference. If we look to the comparative strength and resources of Spain and these new governments, and their distance from each other, it must be obvious that she could never subdue them. It is still the true policy of the United States to leave the parties to themselves, in the hope that other powers will pursue the same course. Read the excerpt from the Monroe Doctrine. Which answer correctly defines the main message of this document? The United States would assist European countries with their colonization efforts. European countries were not to interfere in the Americas, and new European colonies were prohibited. It was an agreement between Monroe and European leaders never to fight against each other in a war. Please make sure you check over your answers carefully and click Submit Quiz when you are finished. If you have any question about this test or any of the questions within the test, please reach out to your teacher. Thank you and good luck.